Welcome to the Health Coach Nation podcast. My name is Hailey Rowe. I'm a sales and marketing coach and strategist for health coaches, life coaches, and wellness professionals who want to become a leader in their field by building their online community, rocking their sales process, and finally feeling confident about how they promote themselves and their marketing. On this show, we talk about tips to grow your business, save yourself time, and finally be able to create a sustainable, profitable business. Let's get into it. Hey, just wanted to give you a quick heads up that I have my fast track plan to your first or next 10K in your coaching business, free class up and running for you at haileyrowe.kartra.com/page/fast plan. So if you want to get that directly, you can just DM me on Instagram and say, hey, I want the fast track plan. Or you can go to that link, haileyrowe.kartra.com/page/fast plan. I can't wait to share with you the steps to make your business growth less overwhelming and get you focused on the things that generate clients. Thanks so much. Hey, I'm live today with Samantha Vlasceanu, and she is going to be sharing TikTok tips for all of you coaches who are starting to use TikTok. And I know for me personally, I was very late to the game with TikTok because I'm somebody who likes to constrain my focus. And if I'm going to do something, I'm going to go for it. But now I'm on TikTok, and I'm so excited to talk with you today about what we can do to grow and use it to our business advantage. Welcome.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me, Hailey.
So why don't you start by just sharing what TikTok can really be used for and what are the benefits of it? And then we'll go from there.
What can it be used for? Well, if you're like me and you want more leads and sales, this is a huge opportunity for you guys to really hone in on TikTok. We kind of missed the boat with Instagram. I definitely did, Hailey. I don't know if you did, but I was like, Instagram's not for me. It's for kids, teenagers taking pretty pictures. Fast forward 5 years later, all businesses are using it as a lead generation tool. So then I swear to Hailey, I'm like, if another platform comes on, I'm going to jump on it early on and learn everything I can before every single business out there learns it. So TikTok is a great avenue if you're having issues with inconsistent leads, showing up as a thought leader, and being able to attract the dream clients that you want to work with.
Awesome. So tell me a little bit about the difference between TikTok and Instagram.
Okay. The big difference that I usually answer with this one is the algorithm side. So Hailey, when you create content, do you notice that your content's always getting the same engagement from the same people, like your friends, your family, other entrepreneurs are cheering you on? Have you ever noticed that?
Yep.
So it's network driven. So Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, it's all network driven, meaning your content's getting sent out to the same 20 to 30% of your followers, which isn't bad because if you're warming up your current audience over and over again. But unless you're creating shareable content, it's actually very, very hard to grow on those platforms. Now on TikTok side, what the difference is actually does the opposite. Your content's going to get sent out to more people that aren't following you than actually are. So you're having a whole new reach of audience as your ideal audience with the right strategy that would be like, this woman understands my pain point. I need to hire her. And so that's the benefit from the TikTok side is you're reaching your audience over and over again to a new audience every single time. And it doesn't matter if you have 1 follower or 10 million followers. Everyone has an equal opportunity.
Cool. Okay. I like that. So if I'm a brand new person and I just signed up for my TikTok account, what am I supposed to do now? What do I do?
So if you're just a brand new account, these are a few things I usually suggest to my clients. One is you absorb content. And it's really, really important to absorb content early on because you're training the algorithm to tell you what content you want to see and where you want your content to be going out to. So absorb content, keep it very different from your personal interest versus your business interest. So for example, I'm a mom. I love mom content, but I have to avoid all that on my business account because I really don't want my entrepreneur TikTok tips going out to moms. It's more geared for entrepreneurs. The second thing is when you get started is develop your bio. And I want you to do a fluff test on your bio. Your bio should include 3 things. 1, what you do and who you specifically serve. 2, why people need to follow you. And 3, a call to action you want your audience to take. Okay. And do a fluff test. What I mean by that, copy and paste your bio, send it out to 5 of your friends, get them to see if they understand what you do. If 5 of your friends don't all understand what you do, it's too fluffy. You need to get more specific.
Awesome. Okay. And we can't put like a link in our bio like Instagram, right?
You can. So if you do with a creator account, you will have to wait till you get to 1,000 followers. But if you go with a business account set up, you can have a link in your bio once you just register and send in your paperwork for your for your incorporation and business. And so you can, but getting to 1,000 followers is not too hard on TikTok.
Okay, gotcha. Great tips. I didn't know that the 1,000 followers you got to have to be able to put the link in there. And as far as, or send in your business stuff, as far as like when you're doing a TikTok post, the caption is not from what I understand is it's kind of not a big thing as it would be like on Instagram or Facebook where people read your captions and stuff. What are your thoughts on captions? How do we use our captions on our TikTok posts? What are your thoughts on that?
I actually 100% believe everyone who's doing a talking video should always have captions. The reason behind that is because people can read faster than they can listen. And so your captions should always be present when you're talking your videos. Not the ones you normally see on TikTok, which is kind of like on Instagram, where it's kind of like taking up 1/3 of your space, but use the one that TikTok provides. Your captions don't need to go in line when you have text overlay on your video. So for example, I usually like to only have text overlay as my hook. And then I will delete the captions right in the beginning. The reason why is because you really don't want your audience to be fighting where they should be getting their attention to. So they're watching your face. They have to listen to what you have to say. They're listening to the music. Now, if you have caption and text overlay, they're looking at 2 different spots. So it's very distracting. So simplify your videos. Have either text overlay or captions on there.
Okay, got it. So there's 2 different things I'm thinking about. You're talking about in your actual video, you can have captions while you're talking so people can, like subtitles, like so people can read what you're saying. But you're saying if you're having hook points in there or like big headlines or anything, you want to kind of pick one or the 2 instead of having both going on because it's distracting for the eye. But there's also a section in your TikTok below it where it's like written text, not a caption while you're talking, but like whatever you write, where you'd also put hashtags or
description. And hashtags.
So with that section, from my understanding, once again, you can't put a link in there or anything, but you can put hashtags, you could put, whatever you want to write. What do you suggest we do with that section?
So you would need to include hashtags. Hashtags is a great way to categorize your videos. Usually what I would tell my audience is when it comes to hashtags though, make sure there are hashtags mostly of what your audience is using as opposed to what your post is about. So for example, if you're a health coach and you're a wellness coach, instead of just always doing hashtag wellness coach, hashtag wellness, hashtag wellness tips, hashtag health tips, your content is going to go out to other wellness coaches and health coaches. And that's not where you want your ideal videos to be going out to. Yes, your competition will understand your videos. They'll probably engage with your videos because they get it. But your videos should be, at the end of the day, going to your ideal audience. So use more hashtags, what your audience is using, as opposed to what your post is about or who you are.
Gotcha. Okay. So can you give an example? Let's say I'm a wellness coach for busy professionals, or what kind of hashtags and let's say I just did a post about, it could be, you could decide what it's about and give an example maybe.
Okay. So maybe in your example, maybe target a lot of moms. Let's just keep it simple for now. Let me target a lot of moms. So instead of just going hashtag moms, that's just too broad and too general. Maybe you start targeting like hashtag moms over 40, hashtag moms over 30, hashtag moms on a wellness journey, hashtag transformational mom, hashtag maybe it's a mom who just had a new baby, hashtag new mom, hashtag moms who love yoga, hashtag moms who love wine, So you want to use more hashtags what your audience is using, try to get as specific as possible.
Got it. Okay, cool. And if, I really like that tip you said about you should watch and consume content on TikTok of who it is you want to see your posts. So how does somebody go about finding that content on TikTok?
What do you mean?
So like, let's say I'm a health coach for moms, and so I'm going to watch mom content on TikTok because I want TikTok to help me reach more moms. So how do I go? I'm new. I don't know anybody. Let's say I do the search button, and do I just search moms, or do I search hashtags to find that content, or how should I go about finding?
So you go about in the search bar, you just type in the keywords that you want to look for. They'll show you some of the videos that's being trending or top videos within that hashtag, and just make sure that that's your ideal audience. I'll give you a good example. One of my clients who's an accountant was using hashtag accountant, assuming that's what's the top videos in that category. Unfortunately, on TikTok, accountants actually mean something very different on TikTok. And so it was a shock for her. So always just do your research to make sure the hashtags you're using actually means what you think they mean.
Okay, great tip. Yeah, because sometimes they can be spammy or misused, have a secret code word we don't know. Okay, great tips. So now let's talk about content. How do you create content that builds your leads, that captivates people? Let's talk about that a little.
So your content, and this is coming from someone who always is targeted for entrepreneurs on the TikTok world. Your free content shouldn't be how-tos, okay? I'll tell you guys that off the bat. And the reason why you shouldn't be doing how-tos is because your audience right now has objections, limiting beliefs, and lack of foundational knowledge. Imagine if, Hailey, I came on my Instagram world and I'm like, this is how to film your videos. This is how to do a transition. This is how you can do a special effect on TikTok. This is how to do this. Everyone who's watching me on Instagram would be like, so what? I don't even know if I should be using TikTok. I don't even know if my businesses will benefit from using TikTok. So instead of using how-to content, create more content on the who, the what, the why. That way you're attacking the objections and limiting beliefs that your audience is having. Why is your diet not working? Why do women over the age of 30 have more hormonal problems than someone in their 20s? Okay. Do diet fads actually work? Hit them with the who, the what, the why, and get them to see that you're widening the gap for them to see how your services and products really fit in their lifestyle to really help them get from A to B.
Nice. Okay. And so let's say, what about calls to action in your posts on TikTok? Do you give those? How do you do that? Because like I know on Instagram, you can say, DM me for my free guide about blah, blah, blah. But on TikTok, it's a little different, I'm assuming, in that you don't really like private message a ton on TikTok. Like, so tell me what should we do for calls to action?
So your call to actions, when you're getting started on TikTok, most people don't know who you are. They don't even know what you do. They don't know what problem or solution you're having. So if you're new to TikTok, just focus on building a community with your audience first. Something like a call to action, like follow for more. Simple, easy. People are not willing to just jump in watching one TikTok video to then downloading your guide, to then jumping into your workshop, to then paying you money. Okay, guys, remember, this is a social media platform still, so you need to take some time in nurturing your audience and move them up your engagement ladder. Until you get the link in bio, I would suggest for most of you would be just to do a follow for more to learn more about this. And that will really get more traction being built up for your audience. And then that's when you can have a clickable link once you have that 1,000 mark.
Awesome. Okay. So give me some examples of, does it matter when we post on TikTok? And what's the protocol? Like, should we post every day? What's your thoughts on frequency, timing, all that kind of stuff to best milk our chances of being seen?
So the timing doesn't really matter so much. I know everyone's going to have different opinions on this. You do want to post when your audience is more active. And so until you get to those understanding your analytics, the best way would be post somewhere around 12 p.m. and then post sometime between 4 to 9 p.m. your time zone. In terms of how often you should be posting, Listen, I target a lot of entrepreneurs and I get it. You guys are very busy. TikTok is only a small portion of what you're supposed to be doing as a business owner. So I personally would tell you guys, you don't need to post 3 to 10 times a day in order to grow. Okay. I know a lot of TikTok coaches will say that, but they're also targeting a lot more influencers and content creators who are literally dedicated to being on TikTok all 24/7. So for entrepreneurs like you and me, be consistent. Okay. Frequency is less important than consistency, but quality is still king. So I don't need you to post 3 times in one day, but I do want you to post a minimum of 5 times a week, which is very doable.
Yeah. Okay. And, for me, I got to be honest, I'm not following all of the TikTok rules. I'm repurposing a lot of my Instagram reels as TikToks. I'm, doing some tip videos. Is that okay to repurpose your reels as TikToks, or do you want to natively make it in the app? Does it help you more to make it natively in TikTok?
I mean, repurposing is fine. I'm a very lazy coach, so I always like to repurpose a lot of my content as long as it looks native on the platforms. Just try to do your best to add in the text in the platform you're using. So in Reels, add a text in there, and TikTok, add a text in there. And in my opinion, I think you guys should always go from TikTok to Reels, only because everything I see on Reels is 2 years old. Like it's old news. Everything that's set on trends on Reels already came from TikTok. So you're going to come out ahead on the Reel side when you do content from TikTok to Reels.
Okay. So let's talk about trends and virality and all that stuff. When you say everything on Instagram is already like old and past, you mean like the songs? Do you mean the
trends?
Okay.
The sounds, the way people are using, the format people are using, everything I've already seen on TikTok. Like it's
okay.
like I maybe I've seen it 2 weeks ago, something, and they repurpose onto Instagram. So that's just my opinion. It's just go from TikTok to Instagram. So that way you win on Instagram world, even if you didn't win on the TikTok world in the trends.
Cool. And to find out what's trending on TikTok within your niche and what songs and all that, how do you find that out?
So finding out your trends and sounds, well, there's a lot of creators out there that will just tell you which trends to use. And so you can just definitely follow them. I personally like following at Bible Trends is one, at Wave Wild is another.
Vibe Trends?
Bible Trends.
Oh, Bible Trends. Okay.
At Wave Wild. I've also liked following Johnny Blue Eyes. These are all creators that will literally tell you what trends are happening. So they do all the work for you and just kind of watch their content and just take what they say.
Cool. Now, as far as the technicality of like making a TikTok in TikTok, any tips to help people who just are technologically challenged, want to make their TikTok, but they're like, how do I use this?
I mean, keep it simple. Don't worry about all the fancy videos you see on TikTok where they're doing transitions and they're doing like with the music with the beat and they're moving their videos around. Just keep it simple. You and I are all entrepreneurs. So show up as a thought leader. Give me 3 tips in terms of like what I should be doing, why this is happening, why this is a mistake that I'm making. And go simple first, and then you will learn as you go in terms of making better video marketing. Remember, guys, it's not about making it perfect. It's just about doing. And repetition will get you better with video marketing because it is a skill that most people are not born with.
Yeah, absolutely. And when it comes to virality, like, I've seen some people I know, even one of my past clients, go viral on TikTok. Just, I don't know what the rhyme or reason was to it. So any thoughts on, is there a formula to it? Is it just magic? Tell me more about how do we set ourselves up for the best chance of going viral?
I don't teach you going viral. I teach you about long-term strategy. So that's not a question for me that I can answer.
Okay. That's okay. But would you say that, I agree with you. Like I'm the kind of coach too, who's like more about consistency, the principles of marketing and sales, all that kind of stuff. What would you say to somebody who they are using TikTok, they're posting every day? Do you think that there's a certain, like, how long does it take, quote, to build traction or have people organically find you? Is there a certain amount of, I guess, like expectations you should have going into it?
I don't think I mean, I really don't want to talk about virality, and I don't like, this is the part where if you're going for virality, you're going for 15 minutes of fame. That's a problem. And so you might go viral for your cat, you might go viral for your dog. And so you might go viral for the wrong reason. And then when you try to convert all those followers into clients, it's not going to work. So I'd rather you go with quality content, show up, be consistent with creating value for your audience, create shareable content. And the best way to know if you're adding value to your audience is ask yourself, is this content all about me or is this about my audience? Because at the end of the day, it should be about your hero of your content, which is your audience, not about your products, not about your services, not about you.
Yeah.
So,
nice. And do you think, you mentioned like make it easy for yourself to be consistent. So if you want to share 3 reasons why your diet's not working or whatever, and you can just record yourself talking. Have you found that do you recommend to your clients they should do a certain balance of sometimes you should use songs 50% of the time, other times you should just be talking to the camera? Like, is there a certain, I guess, recommendations you have in that sense? Or do you just say, do whatever you got to do and get it done?
I mean, as an entrepreneur, you should be doing 60% of your content, educational content, sprinkle in 20% entertaining content, and then sprinkle in our 20% about yourself, personal content, and then maybe 10% other content like engagement content, timely content, promotional content.
Cool. Is there anything in particular that you feel you see coaches doing wrong all the time on TikTok, or mistakes to avoid that we haven't covered yet today?
The biggest mistake I see people do is just talking about themselves. Like they're going, this is how I grew to 100,000 followers in 3 months. That sounds all about that person. So change this is the simplest tip I can give you guys, is changing the words you to changing the words I and me to you and your. So instead of me saying, this is how I grew to 100K in 3 months, I would rather change it to this is how you can grow to 100K in 3 months. Focus it way more about your audience and stop worrying about like the leads coming in, or I need to talk about my products and services because nobody knows what I do yet. Don't worry, it will come.
Love it. And what got you, I'm curious, into TikTok and wanting to jam on it?
It was all by accident. So I had my first business. It failed due to COVID. It was a travel business. It wasn't a good time. And I used TikTok as a way to distract myself. Didn't realize the potential it had and saw the greatness of what it could offer. But realized a lot of businesses weren't using it to its advantage just yet. So I'm like, all right, if I can figure this out, I can teach other businesses how to use it, and I can teach them how to make money from this platform. And that's kind of how it all started.
I love it. Classic entrepreneurial pivot and seeing opportunities. I love it. And is there anything you'd want to say as far as like that we haven't covered, as far as, I know you said be consistent. I know you said don't talk about yourself. Any other things that you'd say are really important going into TikTok that coaches should know?
Have fun with it. If you like, I get it. Video marketing is hard, but don't treat it like a football game. Not every video will do exceptionally well, and that's okay. But just have a goal in mind and move towards that goal. Sometimes it's not going to work out, and that's okay. But every video that you post out is another step towards you understanding how video marketing works, you understanding being more confident on camera, and you understanding the different ways of you can portray your information in an engaging, insightful way.
Nice. And I don't know if you've helped your clients with this, but if somebody is afraid to be on video, or they're spending more of their time, less on the content, more on like, I look so bad, this is so scary, I don't want to post this. Any tips if we're really video shy?
Yeah. So about 30% of my clients are introverts. So here are some tips that will help you get better with video marketing. One is when you're filming, film when no one's home. Your kids, your husband, the neighbors away. And so you don't have to think about, oh, they can hear what I'm saying. I sound silly. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. When you can film alone, that's better for you. The second thing is film with more comfortable clothes on instead of looking super great. Because the moment that you start feeling like you're sucking things in to make it look great on camera, you're not being able to articulate your points across really well. So wear more comfortable clothes than wearing very poshy looking clothes. And the third thing is, if you're very nervous with video marketing, flip the camera around. So you're filming with the back side of your phone so you don't see yourself and you're judging yourself.
Great tips. And are there any apps that you like to use for editing or for anything related to TikTok?
I like to use InShot, is one of my favorite application for editing my videos. But most of the things I do is mostly either on my phone. So everything I do is on my phone. I don't use anything on the computer.
Cool. Okay, so Samantha, do you have a place where people can connect with you or find out more about TikTok? This has been really great. I know I've been firing questions at you, but I know these are questions that coaches definitely have. And so I really appreciate you for efficiently answering them and giving us very practical tips. But where can people connect with you to go deeper?
If you guys want to learn more on Instagram, I'm sure all of you guys are on Instagram. Just follow me at the TikTok Coach. Feel free to DM me. And if you guys are already on TikTok, you can definitely follow me on at the TikTok Coach Sam V.
I love it. What a great brand name too. Very cool. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. And if you liked it and want to reserve your very own free sales audit, go to haileyrowe.com/strategy-call to book your very own free sales audit. On the call, we'll talk more about the common concerns you get from your ideal clients, how to overcome those concerns, how to coach through objections, how to change your mindset around sales, and improve your sales process so you can be closing and converting more clients. I can't wait to connect with you, and go to haileyrowe.com/strategy-call to take the first step. Thanks so much. Have a good day.